Okay, in all honesty, this might be one of the hardest videos I've ever made, and for that reason, I cannot promise anything I'm saying will make sense, so I'm very, very sorry in advance. I've known Crowva for a while, over a year, maybe two. I always brushed these things off because I know she's mentally unstable and just not okay in general. I thought I was being too sensitive. Actually, I think the community as a whole had kind of been ignoring these things that she had said and done. We were kind of desensitized to it. She would say or do something unhinged or offensive, but use mental illness as an excuse. And then she'd keep doing it, and doing it, and doing it. People stopped questioning it, and it only got worse. I've been thinking about making a video on this for a while, and when I saw that I wasn't the only person that had been affected by her, I decided it's time to speak up. If you haven't seen the video on Flo's channel, I think you should go watch that as well. Especially since mine won't be as in-depth and it's talking about a whole separate experience with Crowva. I'm going to be sharing screenshots, audio recordings, and just things I remember about our seemingly harmless friendship. I don't even know where to start this. I don't have all the screenshots because a few of the things I'm going to mention were in her Discord server, which I'm no longer a part of. In the past, Crowva has purposely misgendered, gaslit, manipulated, bullied, and sexually harassed me and other people. I don't have screenshots of this specifically because I can't be bothered to go look for them, as I've been going through messages all day trying to find evidence to show you guys. But Crowva has misgendered me, a mutual friend of ours, and other people as well on multiple occasions. Whenever I corrected her, she told me she doesn't care, so there's that. Now that that's out of the way, I'd like to bring up the gaslighting. Crowva was one of my closest friends for a little bit, and I told her about my intrusive thoughts when they were at their worst. Her response was really shocking, to say the least. This was her reaction to finding out I did, in fact, tell one of my other close friends after she had told me not to. She made me feel like anyone I told was lying and hated me, like I couldn't trust anyone but her, and only her. That also plays into the manipulation stuff that she's done. She's also sent me fresh self-harm multiple times, and said that, like, mild cases of self-harm weren't valid. So, like, she'd be like, oh, if you don't do it this much, it doesn't matter, and no one cares. And I was like, oh, okay. Not only that, she has sent me multiple voicemails and messages telling me to end my life and other cruel things along those lines. She'd call me to say these things, and when I hung up, she'd leave voice messages and voicemails. I'll play some for you now.
Okay, August. Fucking kill yourself, August. I need you to take your own life tonight, preferably with a fucking gun, you stupid fat whore. Kill yourself.
August, I love you. August, let go. August.
Fucking kill yourself, August. Oh my god. August. I've been thinking about you a lot. Not in good ways. Fucking end your life. Like, actually, grab a knife, take it to your throat. Yeah. Sorry. Your fucking Pinterest account sucks really badly. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, Gotcha, he is awesome, and me, Camilla.
Hi, it's me editing this. I'd like to add a quick note real quick. Crowva and I, we were good friends. She wasn't always like this. She wasn't always mean to me. She didn't always say cruel things. That's why we were still friends, because I thought it was just here and there, and then we would still have our friendship, and it would go back to normal. So I wasn't just staying and she was just using me as a punching bag. That's not what was going on. We had an actual friendship other than that. But it was more bad than good, if I'm being honest. I have more voice messages of her. She was texting me during one of her episodes. I won't share the voice messages here since they're very personal for her, and even though she's not a good person, I wouldn't feel comfortable sharing that. But to sum it up, it was just her telling me that she called an ambulance on herself and some other details. It always felt like my responsibility to make sure she was okay. If anything happened, it always felt like it was my fault. I didn't have the mental capacity to be dealing with that, but I still did. She also, like, begged me for explicit photos a lot. She's even offered me money or nitro for them. Here are a few instances of it, but I didn't want to go through all of our messages to see. So these are from the last 8 to 10-ish months, but there's definitely more somewhere. As you can see, I did end up sending her something. It wasn't explicit or nude, thank God. It was just really, like, really revealing. And she wanted more. Again, this happened on multiple occasions of me not sending exactly what she wanted. She would make sexual remarks about me every single time we talked without fail. And when I was 7 months clean, I was so excited. Obviously, you know, 7 months clean is it was a really big deal for me. And I decided to text her because she was one of my closest friends. She responded by telling me to break the cycle and kill myself. She would make weird comments and jokes about things. She made fun of my dog dying once. Yeah, that was weird and upsetting. It was just not cool. When we were talking about the loss of one of my friends, she responded by making fun of his name. He had literally died the day before, and she replied with, "Ew." Yeah. She'd get mad at me a lot for anything and everything I did. No matter what I did, it wasn't enough. Especially when I stood up against her when she was in the wrong. She did not like that at all. This is when I kicked her out of my server for making my members uncomfortable. Once or twice in her server, she told me and other people she wanted to, like, rape us. I don't have screenshots of this as I'm not in the server anymore, and it was months ago, but the people that were also mentioned in that message remember it as well. She would say and do a lot of, like, predatory things to other people, not only me. And I'm not saying what she did to me was predatory, because it wasn't. It was just harassment and I want to say like mental abuse. Like, it wasn't. I am not a victim of her grooming people. I am her age. I was just harassed and abused in different ways. I would just like to put that out there. I know a lot of people who have been coerced into sending her explicit images. People under the age of consent. I was under the age of consent as well at the time. It disgusts and hurts me knowing that there have been so many victims of her, whether that be victims of mental abuse, sexual abuse, or just like bullying in general. It's absolutely disgusting, and it's gross. I don't like it. Whenever I saw a Crowva expose video, we would always laugh about them together because, like, how could one of my friends be a bad person? She's so funny. Like, she's so nice to me. I never thought I'd be the one making one of these videos. My heart goes out to every single victim out there, even the ones who choose not to speak up. You're not alone. My DMs are literally always open, and I'm here for every single one of you, even if we've never talked before, even if you're, like, I don't know, if you need, I would rather you guys come to me than have to sit there in silence. If you have any questions, my Discord is on the screen. Feel free to add me. I usually get back in, like, not even an hour, unless I'm busy. I'm sorry if I forgot anything or didn't include anything. It's kind of a blur at this point. I don't remember everything, but this is what I have so far. If I find anything else that's crucial, I'll post it. Stay safe, everyone, and I love you guys.